Hey guys, it's postboxpat. Welcome back to a brand new news video which you're not going to want to miss, because I'm going to explain to you guys exactly when we can expect brand new things such as helicopters, these mines that we saw in the trailer, and so much more coming into Fortnite Battle Royale. Because this season is so crazy. In my opinion, it feels a lot like season 4, maybe even season 5 vibes. It's absolutely awesome and one of my favorite seasons we've received. Okay, so let's get into this and explain exactly what we've got. But if you are new around here, don't forget to go and smash subscribe, and also go and use code postboxpat in your item shop. It really helps me out and supports the channel. I am a #Epic Games partner, and as I said, I am saving up for my PC and we are almost there. So thank you everyone who has been supporting me with code postboxpat. It really does mean a lot to me, and it just helps out the content and keeps the channel running. We have roughly about 1,000 supporters, and it'd be a dream to get to 2,000 supporters. So thank you everyone supporting me on that side. Okay, with that being said, I want to explain a little bit about what's going on in this lobby screen and how we can expect the assets or the items such as helicopters and obviously the mines being added in. So here, right on screen right now, we have these timers, and it's quite obvious to me that this is going to be all of the 5 updates that we're going to receive in Fortnite. So roughly in 5 days time and 20 hours, we will receive the next Fortnite update, and then that again will be for there, then there, and then there, and they're going to be the massive 5 content updates that we get every single season. For those that don't already know, Fortnite usually release updates every single season, and when they do this update each season, we all know that each season usually has about 5 updates. That's if it doesn't get extended. So we can assume that this season probably isn't going to get extended. So you're probably wondering, Pat, when are these helicopters / mines going to be added in? Well, on the actual second week, we can expect helicopters or the mines to be added in. This is because back in season 8, we know that Ballers, there's a little kind of trailer of them, Ballers were actually added in 8.1, which was 2 weeks into week 8, and I think they'll do the same this season with helicopters. So that's when they get introduced. Now helicopters themselves, we've not really talked about how they're going to work. The sounds have been found in the files for them, but I have 2 theories for the helicopters. They're either going to be like planes and be drivable but won't have anything to shoot from other than you can sit on the side and shoot out, or they're going to be autopiloted by henchmen / bots, and you can either take control of them, or they just have a set path that they go around the map and you hang off them, or you can pop onto them as they land, and maybe they rotate from the agency or just rotate around the map. Who knows where they're going to go, but maybe they have a set path, so it's like a kind of like a transport method you can use, but it's like a set route, which would be really awesome. It could even use grapplers and obviously the harpoon gun to kind of like attach to it, which would be awesome. They could add grapplers in as well, but most likely it'll be drivable, but if not, it'll have a set path, which both of them will be really cool in my eyes. And then week 3, this is when we can expect probably the mines to be added in, or a new weapon or a new item. So that's going to be really cool. If you haven't already seen the mines, there's a little bit of footage on screen right now in the trailer where obviously they get thrown down, you can see them, and someone runs into the room and then they detonate. They're a little bit like bouncing betties. They're going to be really cool, and I think a lot of people will enjoy them in the Fortnite Battle Royale community, especially a lot of you guys. I know I will personally absolutely love these, so hopefully we can expect them very, very soon. Week 4 and 5, we still don't know what we're going to receive in here, or should I say, I guess this is going to be week 8 and that's going to be week 10. We can expect an event between these two, or just slightly after week 10. Usually it's week 9 the event. On previous seasons it has been. I know recently, because Fortnite had that huge delay with chapter 2 season 1, and obviously the last season of chapter 1 as well, season X, there was all sorts of different delays and different dates and stuff. So we can probably assume that it's probably going to be in between 4 and 5 the event, and we may even have mini events leading up to it like we did back in season 8 with the Unvaulting event, which I think was so awesome, and hopefully we could expect stuff like that. So that's really nice, and I do love the idea of all this sort of stuff coming together ready for the preparation of this. But we obviously know we have a few different things going on in here. For those that don't already know already, the Deadpool challenges are now live, and here is a little Easter egg for those that don't already know. You can see in the background right here, Deadpool's feet are now under the toilet. So next week we can probably expect Deadpool to be out of the toilet, sat on top of them toilet papers right there. But you can now see that the week 2 challenges are live. I do have a video on all the locations of the week 2 challenge stuff. For those that don't already know, the milk carton's right here, and you can simply just grab that. It's very easy to grab, but there's a video on my channel of all the locations, which I recommend checking out after this video to grab all the stuff. So you can find this milk carton, obviously it completes that, and you've just got to find the other stuff around the HQ, which we won't go over all the locations of them, but they're pretty easy to spot. So hopefully you guys can go and do that from my video. Then obviously we have this coming soon thing here. This will probably be added in next week as well, with the introduction of either helicopters or Bettys. This is going to be so cool because this is going to be something where you can vote what's going to be happening on the map, vote decisions between two kind of agencies / armies. We still don't know 100% the storyline. I made a separate video on my channel discussing more about the storyline in Fortnite Battle Royale. Next half of the video, I thought I'd cover a bunch of stuff which is currently in the works of being fixed. Really important information for any huge Fortnite fans out there. I recommend staying tuned. So let's start off with some of the stuff which actually has been worked on in the recent update. So a maintenance patch has just been applied recently a few days ago, and this fixed issues when sprinting. It also fixed an issue with the aim assist performing inconsistently. It also obviously fixed the corrupted scratch stuff and losing controller input with Maya's upgrade vault. So huge fixes there which were just game breaking, so I'm glad that Fortnite managed to fix some of them. There also are a bunch of stuff in the work which we'll get to in a second after I discuss this little topic with you guys, which has actually been found in the files. Now this is a brand new LTM type thing which has currently been found, and I absolutely love it. I think definitely this is something we can expect happening, but I do think it won't be the actual Fortnite Battle Royale itself. It will be instead within the actual Battle Labs. So those that don't already know what Battle Labs is, it's like a game that you can pop into with your friends. You can spawn in bots, you can alter the rules and stuff. And I think this is what this is going to be. So you can see here we've got Wet Noodle, which are damages reduced by 50%. We've got Jam It, which reloading speed is disabled. We've obviously got reloading entirely, no speed at all. It just doesn't work. So that's really cool. Just Don't Build is really cool because obviously no building at all. That's going to be interesting for Battle Labs. Then we've got Iron Man, which healing is disabled. We've got So Squishy, max health at 50%. Both max health and shield reduced at 50, so that's crazy. So that means you only got 100 HP overall, which basically makes it kind of like a hardcore game mode from like Call of Duty, the classic games, which would be really interesting. Then we've got Sharpshooter. Your weapons only do damage on headshots. Very interesting. I love the sound of that. I think we've actually had one out before in Battle Royale. Then Beacon. This is like a UAV constantly, so other players can always be seen or see your location. So I like that on the map. So that's going to be interesting. I think that would definitely be a good one to play on Battle Lab, especially with the bots and stuff. Then we've got Taco Time, force tacos every minute. Not too keen on that, but the other ones sound really, really good. So that's some stuff that's going to be coming to Battle Labs for you guys. And I haven't really mentioned this on my channel, but I thought I would right now. Shouts have also been confirmed, but they have been taken out of the files. If you don't know what shouts are, it's kind of like things that have happened in Fortnite's real life moments, and they were going to add them in as kind of like an emote, a bit like a dance, but a shout where your character will say something. So for example, they might say one of the sayings from the World Cup that was in the commentary, or anything like a meme or something. But unfortunately, they've been removed from the files. We can expect them to hopefully be added back in very, very soon. For those also wondering, you can now not play copyrighted music on your Xbox using obviously the Rickroll dance that we all know. That actually has been kind of fixed now. So myself and any other console players or any device can now mute that if you're recording game footage and you don't want to get copyrighted. So that's nicely done, and that will probably be the same for shouts as well. I assume most of the shouts will be copyrighted, depending on if they've got any melodies behind them, any musical melody shouts. I think definitely we will expect that to be copyrighted. Maybe if it's not a voice shout, but definitely one that if it requires a background music behind it. So that's really interesting, and I think definitely it's something we should all consider. And here are probably the three most important things that I spotted that's currently in the works of being fixed. So teammate arrow flickering temporary disabled in Team Rumble. That's also fixed in the next update. We've obviously got weak points not registering when they're hit very close to them, so that's really nice to see that actually be fixed as well. Then obviously we've got split screen player 1 input and player 2's trigger button. That's just crazy. Just imagine you playing with your friend on split screen and your trigger button is inputting their action. So that's really cool. I think that's very, very cool. And it's obviously an awful bug to have, but it's fixed in the next update, and there is currently a workaround for it. So there are 2 or 3 of the major updates that we've got actually being applied to Fortnite very, very soon in the next update. Then we've also got unable to close map with map button in certain controller configurations. That's obviously being investigated into as well, and a few other ones as well regarding the XP coins, etc. This sort of stuff is in the works for getting fixed. So hopefully fixed very, very soon. I'll give you guys an update on the XP very soon. There's been some changes to it which aren't major. You can't really notice them unless you've been following it a lot, and I will cover a little bit about that in another XP video for you guys soon, giving you guys some more tips and tricks to level up really fast. But if you haven't checked out the previous one, all the information is reliable in there. It's a great video. It probably is the best XP video out there. A lot of kind of sellout YouTubers are getting on this sort of stuff, so it's very annoying annoying and hard to compete with, but they're out there, they're always out there, and I'm hoping to start a series on my channel very, very soon, exposing these sort of people so people are aware of fake content. I think it's very valuable and very key information for the Fortnite community as a whole, because some people just don't know who's real and who's not in this community. You get so many sellout YouTubers who just provide fake information just for their own gain. It's very disappointing, and they aren't loyal fans of the game. They may play it in their spare time, but they're tricking so many people into believing stuff that does not exist in the game. So I'm going to put a card on screen. If you've made it right to the end of the video, comment down below end, and that'll let me know if you made it to the end. But also vote in the card. Would you like to see me produce these sort of videos where I cover a bunch of these topics and stuff? The card might not be up straight away, but I'll add it in, so come back to this video and check if the card is here once it's added in, once it's obviously loaded. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer to add these kind of poll cards in, as I experienced in my storyline video. Go and check that one out as well. Great video. I'll see you guys at my other videos. Once again, this is postboxpat signing out.